And I think the people got to get over them fucking selves. I post more than you. I'm a better person than you. You don't post enough. I post more than you. Shut the fuck up, man. Sick and tired of that bullshit. 2024, get the fuck over yourselves, you fucking self-righteous pieces of shit. Cut that up.
Yo, my people, it's your boy EB, and today we're here for another episode of The Kid Show. Today I'm joined by the one and only, everyone's favorite uncle.
Not everyone.
The one guy
Not everyone,
that
buddy.
gets all the women in his comments. Serving Ngesi. How are you, brother?
I don't know about that. I'm good, man. Remember, if everyone loves you, you're doing fuck all with your life. So not everyone loves me.
Bro, but I always wanted to know, what is serve short for? Because serve is not a black...
Sevile.
Oh, I see.
We are happy.
Oh, is that what it means? Do you know what Erve means?
No.
Oh, I don't know either.
Wow.
No, it actually means like the top.
Oh.
So it's like you know when you climb a mountain and like the peak of the mountain, it's Erve. So it actually means like that's where I'm destined to be.
Okay, tell me about, actually, I'm not interviewing you, but tell me your life, because I want to understand. Sometimes you confuse me. Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
Bro, obviously, like I can show you a part of my body and you realize I'm Congolese, but that's not what we're here for. Nah, I'm joking. But regardless though, I'm from Congo, bro. I came here when I was about 4 years old.
Okay.
I grew up in like Maitland early years, and then I moved to Goodwood, Thornton, grew up in Goodwood mainly, and then eventually moved to Pero, and now I stay somewhere else where I will not state.
You South African, bro.
I'm not South African.
For tech, you South African.
I have a South African ID though.
Yeah, you're South African, dog.
Oh, yeah. I know Gaten McKenzie is going to be upset.
Yeah, you sound more colored than Gaten McKenzie.
He was itching to deport me.
No, you're one of us, my friend. You're South African.
I embraced that. I feel like I went to youngsters listening party the other day, and I felt a little bit offended. I can't lie, but
I like him.
I love Youngster. I love Youngster. Youngster's a G, but Youngster's the best artist in the city right now. He's going crazy. But Raf Tony is obviously Congolese as well. So there's a listening party for their joint album. And he says, shout out to Raf for always being himself or something like that. Then he was like, unlike some people. And he looked at me as a joke. It was kind of funny. But I was feeling like, yo. But it's kind of difficult though, because I feel like someone who has... who's from one country and stayed in another, it's very difficult to find your identity at times. And sometimes you can't be too colored because people are saying like, look at this bro, he's trying to be someone else. But this is the type of people you grow up around. You grow up around a lot of colored people, so you're used to their ways of life. And you also can't be yourself as much, because then you're not actually being yourself when you're being where you're from. Because you evidently have a colored influence in your life.
It's quite ironic. I got a director sent me a script of a black character who grew up in a colored area, who sounds colored, and I sent you as a reference.
Oh.
Yep. It's a film I'm shooting at the end of the year. It's a TV series actually. And he was like, there's the guy.
He's going to eat me up.
Nope. I'm playing the character.
So
You getting fuck all.
Wait, I don't understand.
Je het fokkel. Ik weet niet wat ons weet nie. Ik weet.
So you playing the character?
That's pretty much you.
So you must pretend to be me, essentially.
No. You are a reference. The reference is a black guy who grew up in a colored community, and then I sent him your picture, your you speaking and everything. He's like, there's the guy.
Then why doesn't he just pick me, sir?
Can you act?
I can act, bro.
How many years have you been acting?
Bro, I don't need years for acting, bro.
I talk shit, man.
This thing comes naturally. This thing comes naturally, bro.
I don't know nonsense.
Bro, you speak about the industry so much. I want to ask you, how did you get into this field, bro? What is your aspirations in school?
I've been in the acting industry since I was 9 years old. Traveled the world at 9 years old with a show called Les Mis. Been working ever since. Been an artist since I was 9.
Since you were 9, you were just acting.
Yeah, I've been traveling the world with Les Mis. I've done stuff overseas, TV series, commercials, films, comedy.
How old were you when you were, what year was it when you were 9?
Wow. That was 1994, 95.
Oh, so it's just when it was time for us to...
You say us. You say us. You see, you're South African, bitch.
That's crazy. So, did you go to school now?
Yeah, I have a grade. I'm on my 20th gap year. I just have a grade 12.
Oh, you have grade 12. That's dope, though.
Yeah.
So, how were you able to balance like everything, though?
I had a lot of au pairs traveling around the world. And yeah, man, I just had my mother was a principal for 33 years. So education was key. So my mother made sure she put in the work, and I was homeschooled for some.
Oh, so your mom was teaching you at home?
No. But my mom definitely put in the work at home.
Oh, to teach you.
Yeah, but I still stayed at school.
you
And
still
when I
stayed at
traveled,
school.
I had people who helped me with my work.
So didn't you stay out of school for a long time?
I
because
did.
of this?
I did. Months and months.
Oh, but you're coining it, huh?
Yeah, you know,
From a kid.
I'm trying.
So did you always know that this is what you wanted to do, like be in the acting space, be in the
Yeah.
entertainment space?
Yeah, I knew that this is all I was going to do was entertain. I don't have a plan B. The only plan B is to enforce plan A. So I made sure that I didn't have anything to fall back on. It was either you succeed or you fail.
Being in that career from like a young age, bro, did you ever feel like there was a point where like, yo, what if it doesn't work out? Like you said, enforcing a plan A is your plan B.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's human for us all to feel like, yo,
I have
this
doubt
might
right
not
now.
work out.
No, but I have doubt every single day. I think doubt's part of it.
Yeah.
I think I'm older than you.
A lot older than
A lot older than you. Your
How old are
generation.
you, by the way? Sorry.
I'm 39 this year.
Wow.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Sure.
You're 16 years older than me.
Damn it.
You could have been my dad.
Yeah, I could have been premature. But I think your generation feels like feeling uncomfortable is wrong. So your generation feels like if something feels wrong, you need to find a cure for it. But actually, that's part of life.
Do you know what it is? I think some of my friends, especially that are starting out in the influencer industry, starting up on social media, they always have this fear and they always tell me like, yo, the views are low or I'm going through a tough patch, and they always feel uncomfortable. But I realize like the best way to get forward in this industry is when you become comfortable with that. You become comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Agreed.
And you realize that it's part of the
Part
journey.
of growth. So I think for me, I'm currently, I've done close to 50, if not 50 or so films and TV series. And even now, I still have to audition, and I'm busy waiting to hear back from a couple of jobs. And I said on Instagram the other day, there's doubt. There's, am I good enough? Why am I doing this? Every single day. It's part of it. It's part of the journey. But I think now with the social media world, the influencer world, your world is all about, I think people only show their best. And I think if you're watching, a lot of people are expecting to only feel good. No, bruh, you don't always feel good. Like you don't always look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think uncomfortability is part of it, and feeling uncomfortable and doubting yourself is part of it. And I think we need to embrace it.
That's actually interesting that you mentioned like the realness of your world and the fakeness of my world, essentially.
My world's still fake. My world's fake. I think our generations embrace real and fake differently. I think your generation, the younger generation, especially Gen Zs, like they call them, I think they're all about trying to live the best that they can live, and the world is telling them that you're amazing, you're incredible. So then if one day they have a bad day, they go, I have anxiety. Oh, no. It's not always anxiety. Sometimes you have shit days.
Yeah.
Oh, my boyfriend's cheated on me. Oh, he's a narcissist. No. He's not a narcissist. He's just a cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel triggered. No. You just feel offended. You're not always triggered. He's not always a narcissist. And you know what I mean? Like the other day I was having an argument with someone. She's like, I said that you triggered me. I said, I didn't trigger you. You're just offended. And just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. So I feel like we live in different worlds, and I think it's quite interesting to witness it. It's been quite interesting to witness it. You can sit with an 18-year-old and they'll try to school you on life. And you're like, wait a minute, but I've been alive twice and a bit since you've been alive. So I definitely have experienced more. I'm not saying I'm like smarter than you, but I definitely have experienced more. I'm triggered. No, motherfucker, you're not triggered, bitch.
Yeah.
You're offended.
Yeah.
Oh, he cheated. No, he didn't. He's not a narcissist. He just cheated. So those are the things. I think a lot of times people are using therapy language on everyday language. And it's not always anxiety, and you're not always depressed. He's not always a narcissist. You know what I mean? And you're not always triggered. And they don't want to hear that. And if that offends you, shit happens, man. Be triggered.
I feel like a lot of people love playing the victim in this generation. I think that's it. Like people always want to feel like, oh, this, and always connected to some cancelable term.
Yeah. So I think, you know what I think it is, man? I think in the internet, if I tell you that your cap is blue, I'll be able to find a community that will try and convince you that your cap is blue. Right? So in the olden days, we didn't have access to the internet. So we didn't have communities that we could find to come agree with us. So everything you say in 2024, you'll find someone to agree with you.
And once you have that someone to agree with you, the person whose cap it actually is,
yes, it means nothing.
It means nothing. Yeah.
So another thing that's quite interesting in 2024 or this era, you to be a victim means you're ironically part of a community. So,
yes, because this whole community is gonna back you.
yes.
Yeah.
So you go, my boyfriend cheated on me, he's a narcissist. Then everyone, or girlfriend, whatever, will come together and go, they're fucking narcissist, narcissist. Then you're part of a community. You know what I mean? But sometimes you are the narcissist. But not everyone, because people like to call people narcissists. Everyone has narcissistic tendencies or traits, but not everyone's a narcissist. But people use fucking big words because they're learning them triggered, narcissist,
And it just makes the person on the other end not look worse at least.
Yeah. But I'm not saying there isn't anxiety. I'm not saying there isn't depression. I'm not saying there aren't narcissists. I'm not saying some people aren't triggered. But triggered means there was a traumatic experience that happened and then it triggers you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh my God, he jumped the red robot. I'm so triggered. No, people jump the red robot all the time. ESCOM, fucking load shedding. No, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Dope. Bro, now taking it away from the comparison of two industries, you obviously came from a generation with no social media into a generation with social media. And you're probably one of the most successful people, I would say, that was able to do the transition, because I feel like a lot of the actors from back then are not able to transition smoothly into social media. And I feel like you've done it pretty well. So how were you able to do that, and what made it easier for you to do that?
So a lot of people who are older or not from the social media generation, they try put everything that was on TV straight onto social media. Now, it doesn't look the same. People's attention spans are shorter.
Yeah.
You got to keep it punchy. And currently, you got to keep it as authentic as possible. TV days, it was about getting the best looking product.
Yeah.
And telling a long story. I don't think you can do that anymore. Like, for example, how many people are going to listen to the full episode, compared to how many people are going to listen to the little bits that you're going to cut up?
Yeah, the snippets are going to do a lot.
You know what I mean?
Higher numbers, yeah.
Like, it's much easier to have a quickie than a long sexual section, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how we ended up there.
Yeah, well.
I don't know how
you're a father of one, I don't know.
Bro, I'm actually a virgin.
No, please.
I only done it once.
And your girlfriend is Mary, right? Mary.
I was only once.
Just once. Just one little swimmer.
Just at one time. But regardless, interesting. Was there ever a moment where you felt like this is my big social media break? Because obviously you've been acting from young, so that was something that you're already in and already immersed in. So was there ever an opportunity where you felt like, yo, I'm actually doing some socials?
No, because I've been doing this for 30 years in the industry, I have been getting big breaks continuously, and then they become nothing. Big break, nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm used to the ups and downs. It's just about being consistent as possible. I think the analogy that I have is that you're running on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to stop running on a treadmill that's going full speed?
Yeah,
what happens?
You'll
fall.
Yeah.
You just got to keep on running, man. And then you just got to slow it down and keep going faster, up, down. So yeah, you just got to keep on
as long as you don't stop moving, you're only okay.
Consistent.
Dope. Now I want to talk about rugby, bro. You speak about acting and speak about everything else, but I feel like, have you played rugby?
Yes.
So how was your rugby career? Why didn't you make it pro?
Grade 7, offered a scholarship to Rondebosch boys. Grade 7.
Yeah, but I feel like all black guys were good at rugby in primary school.
And then I was given offered a scholarship.
Yeah.
And the drama department just wasn't good enough. And I deliberately sabotaged the interview. I was grade 7. My mother was pissed.
So because the drama department wasn't good enough, and you didn't want the scholarship?
2 reasons. I didn't want to go Rondebosch boys because the drama department, they were shit. And B, they had no girls.
Oh, of course. In grade 7, you were thinking about women?
No, yeah, bro.
Oh, hungry, no?
No, yeah, bro. Yeah, so I remember they asked the final question. They were like, how are you going to survive without girls in your school? And I leaned back and I said, beats me.
In grade 7? Okay, but then again, you're also acting from the age of 9, so I feel like you were probably more advanced than
not advanced, but I mean, I grew up with girls in the house, and I never wanted to go. I look back now, I think if I were gone to Rondebosch boys, I think I would have come out a rugby player or a sportsman. I wouldn't have come out an actor, an entertainer.
So that's the only reason why you feel like you haven't made it in that rugby field, or do you just?
Oh no, I had no ambition to be a rugby player. I wanted to be an entertainer all my life.
Well, you could do both, though.
No, you can't.
You can.
No, you can't.
What about the likes of who's an actor and a sportsman?
Who? Name them. Name them. Who's doing it?
Who's doing it both?
Full time.
Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah, because I feel like rugby is something that you have to commit your life
Yeah,
to.
bro.
Full.
And you can't have. If I was a professional sportsman, I couldn't have my opinions. Never.
But I speak about acting. You could still be an actor and be a rugby player.
You couldn't be a professional rugby player and a professional actor or entertainer full time.
But you don't have any opinion as an actor, though.
Yeah. Think of actors who have huge opinions locally. Huge opinions. Or think of a sportsman. No, think of a sportsman who has big opinions. Not an actor, a sportsman.
Nah, sportsmen always have a straight line. They look nice, they look good.
All of them are my friends.
Yeah, speaking of a sportsman, we're going to go straight into Siya Kolisi.
Oh, cool.
He's your friend. You guys are quite close.
Yeah, we're good friends.
He loves you. He posts you on his socials all the time. How did that friendship come about?
If you take a moment and look at Cape Town,
Yeah.
try count on your hand successful black people. Famous successful black people in Cape Town. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
There's a
Yeah.
That's rare.
I'm going to say another thing that's going to get me in trouble. Name successful, dark skin, colored, successful people in Cape Town. Go.
What's
taking long.
what's the comedian's name? No, I just don't know his name.
No. Dark skinned, successful people.
Yes, the comedian.
Colored people in Cape Town. Dark skin colored.
Lukman
Lukman, yes.
That's one.
Yes. And then the brother.
and the brother. That's two.
Emo. Go. You're taking long to go. You're taking long.
What's the actor from that's a gangster in all the movies? What's his name?
Christian?
What's his name? The actor that was on Mr. Mayer's podcast. Brandon Daniels.
Brandon.
Yes, he's a gangster in all the episodes.
Brandon's not Doc. I'm talking about Doc. I'm talking about Doc. You're able to mention two dark-skinned colored people in the Western Cape who are famous. Mm-hmm. What does that tell you?
You?
What does it tell you?
That it's harder for dark-skinned people to be successful. Is that how you feel?
I think it is.
Why?
I think colored communities, they've always made fun of people who are dark. Mm-hmm. They call each other or darky. Even in black communities, the darker you are, you get made fun of as well.
Yeah. I was a lot darker when I was younger.
Yeah. You're able
butchering me.
So you grew up in a colored community and you have a big colored following, and you can only mention two dark-skinned colored people who are famous in the Western Cape. Is that not? Is that not problematic? How about influencers?
No, but
how about influencers?
You know what it is?
Name dark-skinned influencers.
No, hear me out, Seth, though. At the same time, though, success is not only entertainment. There's a lot of successful black or dark skin.
I'm talking about entertainment.
Are you talking about entertainment industry?
Name dark-skinned influencer now.
Myself.
Okay. Yeah. One. Go. Oh, you're taking long, dog. You're taking long. And people who are watching this will take offense.
Melon Sid. Michelle.
How dark is dark? Because I don't know people talking about.
Okay, yeah, they might not be as dark as me.
Put up pictures. Ding. Ding. Go. And then people can go.
Yeah, I got you. This is not okay, I get you. I get your point.
Now, when you ask me how C and I became close, C and I have been close for a good 7-8 years in the Western Cape. We had a WhatsApp group. Me, Musi Mamani, Skara. Skara, the rugby player. Yeah, we had Ches and Kobe. Yeah, that's how we became close. Because we looked around and there was no one around us who looked like us and successful when we were in Katlego Mabua. He's not in our WhatsApp group, but Katlego, and there was Bonnie Mbuli, the actress. She now lives in LA.
Yeah.
I was able in Africa, I was able to name 5 people of color in the Western Cape. Fucking kidding me.
I got another one.
Who?
Wanda. You know Wanda? You don't know Wanda?
What is Wanda?
She's new in the industry though. She's an actor. She's on Blood and Water.
Yes, but I know. But I'm talking about how it started.
Oh, I get you.
I know Wanda. We were in Woman King together.
Yes. Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Insane. She was actually one of my sister's close friends when I was younger. Oh. Dope.
So what I just said now, ask your people to comment on it.
Yeah, people are not going to be happy about that. So.
No.
Guys, I did not share the same opinions as this man.
No, because what I'm trying to show you is that even at home, they have a preference to lightness, to light-skinnedness. Even their influencers are light-skinned and lighter. For me, you're breaking the mold, dog.
Shout out, dog.
The question is, I'm gonna ask you, if you didn't have a colored accent, you didn't raise in a colored area, would they have accepted you?
As much as they do right now, I don't think so. But at the I don't think so. I feel like everything comes from relatability.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like people will relate to me because of the accent and because of.
I'm not. So I understand that, but I'm just saying, with your dark skin, do you think you would have been? I'm not talking about just color people. I'm just saying in general.
In general, do you think? Do I think I would have been popular? I feel like funny is funny though.
You think so?
Yeah,
but I think relatability helps funny. Yes,
definitely.
But we were only able to name 3 dark skinned people in the entertainment industry in the Western Cape.
I do feel like there's a shift though. I feel like, growing up, when I was growing up at least, the poster boys for everything were the
green eyes,
were the light skinned boys.
Yeah.
Like we used to watch High School Musical. Zac Efron was the guy. Corbin was always the side character, the dark skinned guy. But as we grew older, I feel like the likes of Denzel Washington, Michael B. Jordan, they more at the forefront now. So I feel like it's changed now. So everything comes from the media.
But you still are only able to now name 2 people of color who are famous. Dark. I mean dark. I'm talking about dark skin.
Yeah.
Because colors can be dark as me, dark. And you're only able to name 2 and yourself.
People in the comments, name some people.
Let's go.
Name some people.
Let's go.
Below. Okay, I get you. So the fact that what brought you guys closer together is because
we were in spaces that they weren't people who looked like us, and we end up in the beginning. Because remember, Sia was being called a quota. He was being called not deserving in the beginning. So people who love Sia Khaleesi mustn't talk cuck now. In the beginning, they were calling his wife a lover. In the beginning, Rachel's comments were ridiculous. They were racist. Sia was getting hate that he was not supposed to be there. Won 2 World Cups. Now he's the poster child.
Yeah.
So they mustn't fuck around with me. They were fucking the most racist people ever. We were all pushing Sia in the very beginning. Before, when they were calling him a quota for being a DHL Stormers captain. So people mustn't fuck around.
Bro, I saw this TikTok. Yes, there was yesterday when they say that Sia Khaleesi's story is not the representation of blackness. I saw it and I was so pissed, bro. People on TikTok just be TikTok needs to be banned. Sometimes I feel like TikTok people just be saying anything, but I understand now what brought you guys closer together.
So think about Cape Town 10 years ago. Think about Cape Town 12 years ago. It's me, Skara, Katlejo, Bonnie Mbuli, and then that's how and Musi. We all used to have lunches once a week.
Just to keep that was the
support.
Black society.
Yeah, we try to support each other.
Yeah. Okay, dope. I totally understand that. And you were recently at the Rugby World Cup, bro. You went there for the final.
No, I wasn't there. Just there a few games.
I was just there. Weren't you at the final?
Nah, I wasn't interested. I really wasn't.
You weren't?
No, man. I was there for work. They paid me to be there. I watched a couple of games.
What did you work for?
MTN. I watched a couple of games. The game I watched, the quarterfinal, was one of the best. They say one of the best games of all times. And then I left the Friday. Sia and them, they had tickets for me. My team had tickets for me for the
semi-final.
Yeah, against England. I was interested.
Why?
Because, bro, the game I saw, I couldn't top that in my eyes. Watching France get kicked out of the World Cup at home. 77,000 people and 3,000 of us, and we won. I was walking around in my swimming costume, in my Speedo. Yo,
in France.
Yeah, bro,
what was the atmosphere like there?
Incredible.
In France.
Those French can sing. The worst thing about France is the French. They're pussies.
Tu parles?
No, I don't speak that.
In Congolese, je parle français.
I know nothing.
Okay, dope.
The only Congolese I can speak is when they cut my hair. Then I speak Congolese.
What do you mean?
Then I say brush cut.
But yeah, the atmosphere in the streets, how was that?
Incredible, man.
Dope. And in terms of like, I've never experienced like being in another country while your home nation is playing there. Like, is there a lot of South Africans? Do you feel out of place or?
No. South Africans were everywhere, John. They were everywhere because South Africans flew all over Europe.
They all went to France.
Some of us flew up. It's incredible. Amazing vibe.
Wow. I can only imagine the atmosphere, but I feel a huge sense of pride.
The atmosphere was much worse when I came down here. Then I was doing work for MTN at all the spots. So I was glad I came down.
What do you mean worse? Worse in the sense of
crazier.
That's crazier.
Crazier.
Oh, I thought you meant
Traffic,
worse in which it wasn't.
Vibe was electric.
Okay, dope, bro. Then we saw you were invited to the trophy tour. How was that for you? Electric.
So I was invited to a few. I only picked to go to Eastern Cape.
Why is it your home?
Because the East never gets anything. There were hundreds of thousands of little kids in the street from where the area where Sia comes from. I mean, the Eastern Cape. Just indescribable. Just hope. Absolute hope. Yeah.
I would have loved to be there, but the rugby players don't like me.
No,
I don't know why.
You're a soccer guy, buddy.
Yeah,
you must stick to your lane. You're a soccer guy. I don't do soccer stuff. You must stick to soccer. I mean, I do. I was supposed to be at that game you were at.
Okay.
The one with I was supposed to play.
The influencer game.
Yes,
Why didn't you come?
I was overseas.
Where were you overseas?
I think it was Cambodia.
Yo, you everywhere, no?
I try, man.
You're enjoying.
I want to outwork them all. I want them to hate me.
Do you think you work harder than me?
Yes, I do.
Why? What makes you say that?
You're only an influencer. I do acting, I do comedy, I MC, and I own 7 companies.
Okay, let's do it.
And I own a charity.
Let's do it. I own 2 companies.
I said I own 7, so you've really lost there.
Okay, I'm a YouTuber.
Okay, I'm an actor. I'm a comedian.
I'm a podcast host.
Wait.
I'm a TikToker.
I'm a multi-award-winning actor, comedian, TV presenter, and MC, and a producer. I own 7 companies and a charity. I'm about to open my own sanitary pad factory. I think you should let it go. You were 5 minutes. You were 8 minutes late. I flew from Joburg 2 hours late. I was here 10 minutes early.
Wow. Now we're mentioning the time I arrived.
Yeah, I'm sure, bro. You wanted to do this.
Wow. Next thing I want to speak about, bro, is obviously on that trophy tour, there was this auntie that just decided to kiss Rachel's husband, bro.
I know. We were there.
What was that like? What was the atmosphere after that, bro?
Bro, it was a quick moment. It looked like a bigger thing than it was, but it was a quick moment. She, like, if you're listening to this, man or woman, you should not be getting kisses or hugs from people without their consent. She was wrong. She needs to be called out, and she was called out.
Bro doesn't have much to say. Like,
no,
how did he feel afterwards? Like, what did he say?
I think another thing, she definitely caught Sia when Sia was tired, bro. He'd been doing maybe like the 5th city.
Yeah.
He was tired. He was moch. I think you know what I mean. Like anyone would have been like that. I think Sia was just wasn't feeling it, and I think women need to respect men as much as men need to respect women.
Yeah.
And I think for me, there should never be double standards in men, women. It should be everyone should be able to go, yes, you can come into my space. No, you can't come into my space, for man and woman.
At the same time, as much as we would like it to be that way, we have to face the reality that it's not that way.
Yeah, but I think there should be no double standards in society. We are striving for that, but we're not there. But I definitely feel like when it comes to, what am I looking for? The word I'm looking for. When it comes to someone saying yes and no, it should be universal, one way or the other, man or woman.
Yeah, someone giving consent, essentially.
Consent.
Now we're moving straight into that space there.
Yeah.
You have been someone known to always stand up for the voiceless. Where does that stem from, bro?
I think I get too much credit for that bull. I really think I get way too much credit for it, and I always try and understand it. I think, am I doing the right thing, or is society not doing enough? It's quite nice. It's very nice.
What's my logo?
Yeah, nice. The goat as well for the G, like SGOAT, like the goat, like greatest of all times, like that one.
Do you know what?
You like that one? Like
no, hear me out.
Don't get serious. You just ask the question to me again. Let's start again. That's very nice.
EB the kid.
It
stands for EB the kid. Do you know what the kid is?
No.
A kid is a baby goat.
Oh.
So I'm not quite there, but I'm coming up.
I like that.
So I'm not quite you yet, you know? I'm just
work harder than me.
Yeah.
I think I asked the question again because I think we messed up.
You've always been someone to be a voice for the voiceless. So where does that stem from?
I think, first of all, I get too much credit for that. But then you look at society and you go, am I getting credit for it because not many people are doing enough of it? Or am I getting credit because I'm doing the right thing? I think it's a bit of both. I don't think enough people are talking out, speaking out. And I don't think enough people are taking risks to be able to go, I believe in that. Let me speak up for that, right? And I'm quite particular about the things that I like to speak about. And yeah, man, if I say something wrong, I would not be forced to say something I don't want to say.
Yeah, we're also going to speak about that.
You will not fucking bully me.
Yeah.
You will not tell me what the fuck to say. There's a big habit of people doing that. Fuck off. And I think that people got to get over them fucking selves. I post more than you. I'm a better person than you. You don't post enough. I post more than you. Shut the fuck up, man. Sick and tired of that bullshit. 2024, get the fuck over yourselves, you fucking self-righteous pieces of shit. cut that up. Share that.
Okay. Kind of scary. Regardless, you still didn't answer my question. Like, where does it stem from?
No, my mother was always a person who's definitely was always fighting injustices. And I've grew up my mother doing that. I've grown up my mother continuously fighting and giving back to people who don't have.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're successful and you don't give back, you're a failure.
Wow, that's actually a bar. That's a bar, though.
What?
That's a bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a bar. If you're successful and you don't give back, you're a failure.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm writing that one down.
It's true.
Give me a second. Nah, but I love that, bro. But some people might not know how to differentiate between performative activism and real standing up for people.
Authenticity and consistency. It's cut. There it is. I think if you're consistent and you're authentic, it means you'll consistently do what you did continuously. No one can come to me and say I'm performative because I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Consistently doing it for years. And I think your industry, ironically, jokes aside about you going up the color area, blah, 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 but you're consistent and you're authentic. Try change your accent. Make yourself white or Afrikaans. Just try.
Yeah.
You take away your authenticity and you take away your consistency.
And they'll reject me.
Then they'll reject you hard. But it'll be natural, eh? It'll be natural.
At the same time, there's a lot of people that do it consistently, but they know that every time I'm going to speak out about something, I'm going to get a lot more likes. I'm going to get a lot more followers because people are going to be more engaged in this because it's relevant. But like, for instance, the girl that is currently missing still, if someone knows that they speak about something as relevant as that, they know they're going to get into action. And then something happens again next week, and then they speak about that as well.
That's society in general, though. But when I'm talking about consistency, I'm talking about years. I'm talking about years.
But you don't feel like someone who's in it for the likes and follows can't do it for years just because of that? Not because they feel wholeheartedly about it.
I don't think you can consistently fake something for years. I don't think you can do that for you. People will start seeing, little khachis.
Yeah, that one's not actually doing it for real.
You can see when people are bullshitting.
Do you ever feel like people that you call out deserve a second chance?
I think, guys, when I call someone out,
yeah,
right, and I post something about someone, that behind the scenes, I've checked police records.
Yeah.
I've spoken to lawyer friends.
Yeah.
I've spoken to judge friends. I've spoken to 7, 8, 5, 10 people who this person's done things against. So I get a lot of things put forward to me, right? I do a lot of deep research. I believe people can change. I do. I believe people can change. But even the people who I do out, there has been people have contacted them going, are you keen for a mediator? There's things that happen behind the scenes. It's not just, no, it's not like that, bro. It's not like that. Like, I call out guys who've beaten up 5, 6 women. That's the kind of stuff that I do. I check police records. I check all those things. I'm not just, I think people think I just go one call and I go, yes, you. Because I've been accused of something.
Yeah.
By a woman once, many years ago. And I remember how it made me feel. I remember how angry I was. I remember how there was a part of me that wanted to destroy her. And I'll never forget it. So I would never wrongfully accuse something of someone. I would never, without research, without deep diving of police records, like speaking to my police friends. I have lawyer friends, police friends, judge friends. I have, so I've been wrongfully accused of something. I know how it feels.
Oh, so you'd never just come out without extensive research.
No.
And I love that, bro. I feel like some people are quick to hop onto a bandwagon, and that's going to swiftly move us into the next topic of people pressuring influencers into posting things. Like, for instance, some people, I saw 2 girls make this video on TikTok where they just speak about, this person didn't post, that person didn't post, that person didn't post. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, like, posting about something does not mean that you stand for it or that you stand with the people that are suffering. Like, I could go on social media right now and not post about something that's happening within the world. However, I could be on the ground trying to help those exact people. So I don't understand where the entitlement comes from when someone is saying, yo, you have to post about this. Why are you not posting about this? They always say these influencers are useless. They're not using their voice.
Actually, there's a common trend. I said it earlier, of people being entitled to my social media. Like if I post about an apple, they'll complain that I didn't post about a peach.
Exactly.
What the fuck do you think you are? Like, get off your bandwagon. Like, just relax. Like, relax. Like, for me, like I said earlier, oh my God, I'm posting more than you. Oh my goodness, I'm a better person than you. I'm posting more than you.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, some people will be talking about posting. They post the most. But ask them to donate. Ask them to donate money, fuck all. Ask them to donate their time, fuck all. Ask them what they've done. I've posted more than you. I'm a better person. You shut the fuck up. Get over your fucking selves. And another thing about the internet, so many of you think you have more power than you think you do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm behind my button. I'm a big debater. I'm a big writer. Oh my goodness, I got bigger words than you. I can swear. Da, 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 da. Like I was threatened recently. Sir, you're not sharing enough. We have your receipts. Shut the fuck up. I've got so many receipts from Woolworths, bitch. Go get them. See that I've gotten fucking Egyptian cedar grapes. What the fuck? Like, no, man. I don't think you can force anyone to post anything.
Yeah.
But if you're consistently posting about things, right? And someone asks you to post, then if you want to post, you can post. But there's a young girl who's missing. People, please use your voice. Post. You know what I mean? But no one can judge you for not posting. You know what I mean? No one can know. Bro, you have no idea. My DMs are full from both sides. I'm not going to mention what I'm talking about, but from both this side. You know what I mean?
And I feel like it's
and I know what you're talking about. You're talking. I think you're talking about the Taariq thing, the Jafhta thing, right?
I feel like that's one thing. A lot of people also say like influencers are scared to post because they're scared of Nadia, for instance. But I don't think anyone like thinks about Nadia when they don't want to post about something. I feel like Nadia's not the one that gives you work in this industry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Nadia though, but at the same time, it's like
I have love for Nadia.
Yes, definitely.
I've known Nadia for years.
But I'm speaking in the sense like that's what people were saying when influencers weren't posting. They say you guys are scared of Nadia because she's your friends.
I love Nadia.
But just let me land. Just let me land. And it's sort of like some people like to take time out to research about something before they even press the reshare button. So I don't think it's anyone's right or anyone can call someone else out and be like, oh, you're not posting because of this, or assume someone's reason for not posting. Do you know what I mean? So
the whole Nadia thing was dreadful to watch. It was, I'd spoken to the brother before he had come out.
Yeah.
Dreadful. I've always hated Taariq Jafhta.
Your hate is a strong word, brother.
I've always thought, Taariq Jafhta, you're a piece of shit. I'm sure you're going to see this. I think he's a vile human. I think not even just because of this. I've heard stories. I've got friends who know him. He shared my number once on social media when we were fighting about the LGBT plus community. I shared my number. He said some horrible things. If I were ever to see Taariq Jafhta, I would single-handedly fuck him up and record it and share it. Single-handed. I think he's a piece of shit, coward piece of shit who would never stand up to any man or anyone bigger than him and say jack shit. He hides behind a phone continuously, and I know he will meet his time. And one day I want to bump into him. It can be at McDonald's, it can be at Steers, it can be at Wimpy, it can be at Canal Walk. And before I fuck him up, I will put the phone down and I will fuck him up. And afterwards, I'll still love Nadia to bits. But I want to tell everyone here, and he knows it, that I think you're a piece of shit, coward, whore. And that tattoo here will be the perfect place to target when I fucking punch him and I stamp his face into the ground.
Yeah, if the police are looking for...
Police or no police, it's fine. Listen here. He is a hill that I'm willing to be on and die on. Like he literally is. I'm willing, the police can take me in, I don't care. Like, for me, he's been getting away with murder for long. And the irony of it is that when he was attacking the queer community, many people said nothing and many people kept quiet. Cool, it's your prerogative. But now people are talking. Now it's fashionable to talk as well, you know what I mean? But I think he's a coward. And cowards like him don't talk back to people like me.
Yeah. That's deep.
Jim.
That's deep. Once again, I do not share the same views as this man. If
No,
the
you don't have
police-
to.
The police are looking for him.
Fuck Taariq Jafhta.
Wrong is wrong, but I'm not trying to fight anybody.
No,
For-
I'll stomp his face in, and I'll record it, and I'll share it.
Yeah. That's deep.
And I just want to add, it's not because of this. This is just piled and piled on and piled on and piled on. Me and him have had our own thing.
Yeah.
He's called me. I've called me. He's done things. He's shared my number online. He's belittled people. He's belittled people. He's belittled people who are a community that's already been attacked, already been marginalized continuously.
Yeah.
He says the most outlandish things to people. He swears at me all the time. But I just always say, you must come say it to my face, dog. Come here. We talk in person. Because I'll squash him. Squash him.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever taken a tick? You just watch it. You just squash it. I want to squash him. It's personal.
Oh. Yeah. Guys, let's set up a boxing match. 7 games.
Oh, I don't want to box.
You wanna box?
I asked him for a boxing match. Oh, he always, he's like, he's always, I invited him to a gym. No, but we've tried that thing. He needs to be not ready. He needs to be not ready. There's nothing like being punched in the mouth to see how much you have to say after you've been punched. Because you go, then you see how much talking you have.
This podcast does not condone violence. Let's move along.
Yeah,
swiftly. We all know how Sev feels about Taariq.
Fuck Taariq Jafhta.
And I respect that. I want to move on to something a bit more serious.
A bit more serious than me stomping his face.
Yeah. Obviously, we've had a case of the girl that's been missing for probably close to, I think it's probably like close to 20, 21, 22 days.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of questions from my side, and I feel like you're quite a knowledgeable person when it comes to these type of things. I feel like, why do you think this case has got so much traction out of all the missing cases in SA? Because a lot of them,
Great question.
a lot of people go missing every single day. So why has this case got so much traction?
So, young kids and women go missing every other minute in South Africa, every 5 minutes or so. We have some of the worst child trafficking in the world. People don't realize how bad the underworld of selling of women, selling of kids is in South Africa. The sex trafficking ring. I think there's something about those eyes. There's something about that light skin of hers. Something about those pictures that they shared that really took everyone in. You look into her eyes and you feel like you know her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think what was special about her was how she looks. I think that's the only way to talk.
Do you feel like also some the fact that it's close to voting time, that some politicians have taken this?
So that was my next thing.
To make it their ammo to get more votes.
And then politically, she's been used as a bit of a political ploy. So you can see the police are working overtime. So SAP is national. You know what I mean? And then obviously there's people who are doing it locally. I think it's just a political thing as well to be able to jump on the bandwagon. You'll see a lot of it happening in the next couple of months till May. You'll see a lot of people jumping on, and you see the streets will be a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
You're going to see, they're going to spend billions on diesel to make sure there's no load shedding. Billions on diesel.
That slowed down in the last week or so.
You know us with Black family, eh?
Yeah.
How did your mother ask you to clean when there were people coming over?
Exactly.
You see how you
that's
clean?
actually the perfect analogy for politicians.
You see how you clean, and you clean yourself, and you wear the best clothes.
Yeah.
Because you know what they say. Do you hear Chris Rock when he at the end of his special he says, "Where I grew up, they said don't fight in front of white people." That's what Chris Rock finished with Will Smith. He's like, yeah. So no, bro. They will put their best foot forward. But where were they for the last 4 years? Because kids are getting murdered left. Cyril Ramaphosa came to us and said during when Oyanene was brutally murdered, he promised us change. He's done fuck all. But now he'll promise us more. So fuck politicians. Fuck Taariq Jafhta. Fuck politicians.
What about Kanye West?
I don't give a fuck about Kanye West.
Yeah. Shout out to Kanye though. Moving along, but actually not moving along. On the same topic though, the cases became more and more complex.
Yeah.
I saw a video of the Gayton McKenzie, the guy that loves foreigners so much.
Gaten's unapologetic.
Gaten
I have his
offensive.
number. He's always like, we must talk, sir. We must talk. He says.
he was interviewing the mom in Spur. I think it was the Spur. This is obviously 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this podcast will only come out next week Sunday, so I don't know where the case will be then. However, and she said she'd be 1 week free of tuk. And then afterwards, a few days later, the allegations came out that she sold a daughter for
20,000
to a sangoma.
I have views. First of all, every time a young kid gets missing, we must personalize it. It must hurt. It must hurt. It must hurt deeply.
Yeah.
I think wherever she is, if she's alive, she could be getting raped at least 7 to 8 times a day and being sold. So a piece of me hopes that she's not alive to experience that. It breaks my heart. And then a part of me thinks that she's dead because there's a reward of 250,000 Rand and she was only sold for 20,000 Rand. So whoever has her could hand her in and get 250,000 Rand. So, but in the same hand, if there is someone who has her in a sex trafficking ring, they could make more money off her than 250,000 Rand because she's a green, light-skinned little girl.
But when you look at it from like the perspective of who they sold it to, doesn't it like indicate that they might want to use it for something else?
Yes. If that story is true, then she's not alive. But if she's alive, someone could have handed her back for 250,000 Rand.
Yeah, and got
the money.
Yeah.
But wherever she is, if she's alive, it's a very terrible, terrible experience for her.
Yeah, 6 years old?
No, man, it's dreadful. But I don't think people want to be able to think about that. I think people like to glorify a missing kid. But bro, 28 days, where could the kid be?
Yeah. That's a tough one, bro. Could be in another country.
Oh no, definitely could be in another country, far. But now that there are millions of kids missing. They don't have a reward on their heads. No one cares enough. Have you ever heard of the thing about if there's a fight happening downstairs and there's hundreds of people with flats watching, everyone watching that fight thinks that someone else will make the call.
Yeah.
Everyone's like recording. Damn it, if I stop recording, I have to make a phone call. Oh, I won't get the footage. Next door will call. Next door will call. And every minute it's an extra punch and another punch and another stomp and another punch and another punch and no one calls. But when I stomp Taariq Jafhta, I hope someone calls.
I think, everyone does assume that someone else is going to report it. And I don't know what it's called. I don't know what's the theory called. There's a name for the theory.
Yeah, there's a name. I don't know what the theory is, but there is definitely a theory. I think, man, the world is weird, man. Oh, the world is we're in a weird place. And we don't realize that we're in a weird place. Have you thought about what your social media or anyone's social media does to the young kid? Have you ever thought about? Not just you, but in general. So
yes, I have.
So imagine you're a 13-year-old. Imagine you're a 13-year-old, and all you see is Nadia and or Asha or anyone looking their best always. You're 13. You have pimples. Your hips are starting to form. You're trying to figure out this thing. So you having ups and downs is fucking natural as a kid.
Yeah.
As a teenager. It's natural. We had the ups and downs. But now you're seeing everyone else who's only posting their best every day. How are you going to feel as a little kid? Like, how are you mentally going to feel? And then online, you have everyone feeding information that you're depressed, you're anxiety, you're depressed, you're triggered. That's what you feel every day.
I think parents need to do more to protect kids, though.
Yeah, bro.
From social media.
Yeah, bro. Could you imagine? Bro, could you imagine if you're a sportsman?
Yeah.
And you have a sore thigh, and every day the marketing is, have a sore thigh, you could have cancer. That's all you see. Then the next day, someone tackles you on your ankle. Oh, ankle sore, you could have leukemia. Every day.
Yeah.
And your algorithm tells you that you have a problem. You have a problem. And then society tells you, wait a minute, you're supposed to feel good every day. No, bruh. As a teenager, you're not supposed to feel good every day. You're not supposed to look good every day. You're always supposed to have pimples, feel ugly, the ups and downs. So as people who create content continuously are not helping these young ones. I said us because I create content as well.
Yeah, as a teenager, I was living, bro. I was enjoying life. Can't lie.
No, I was enjoying life as well.
Yo, life was banging, bro. Yo, wake up, play FIFA the whole day, but sleep. Wake up again, play FIFA the whole day, sleep.
But kids, young girls' suicide rate in the teens have gone up by like 100-something%.
In the last 5 years, 10 years?
Lost since 2010.
Wow.
Because what's happened in 2010? Around about where the iPhone came out, 2013, I think Instagram came out.
So you feel like young girls are
and boys,
struggling to go.
And boys and girls, but they do say that young girls spend more time on social media than boys.
Because they compare themselves
And they
with
compare
the woman always looking perfect online.
And social media is the perfect tool of going, you have a close friends list. Imagine you're a teenager and you're not on the close friends list of the most popular girl.
Sure.
Imagine.
And it was already so tough on school.
Yes, then you can tag people, then you can be anonymous. Like, imagine, bro, teenagers, use cut, bro.
Yeah, I can't imagine being on school right now, bro. It must be a jungle out there.
Then people are sharing nudes and your nudes get shared.
Sure.
Boy or girl.
No chance. I won't make it. That time they start calling you shrimp man. Anyway, guys, this has been Seven Ngesi. Any last words, my brother? Thank you for joining us on the show.
So I want to say congratulations on all the work that you're doing. You're consistent. You're authentic. I see you everywhere. You're doing your thing. You don't change for anyone. And how has being a father changed the way you are?
Bro, to be honest, I feel like naturally I've just become a lot more mature over the last years, and I think I'm a lot more level-headed. I feel like a year ago I was probably a lot more loose. Like I would do a lot more things that I don't do anymore. I don't need to mention anything, but I can't think of anything. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like fatherhood just happens to you, bro. I don't think it's something that you can like say, okay, I'm gonna change now as a father. I feel like it just happens to you, like you're responsible for a child now and you need to think about everyone and you can't just think about yourself. And I feel like also being in a relationship, when you become a father, you don't just feel like, okay, I'm gonna just look after my child, even though you're not married. Because you know when you're dating a girl, you're not really responsible for her. But now when you become a father, you feel a sense of, I need to look after the baby and the baby's mother. Do you know what I mean? And it just happens naturally. It's like getting married, but not actually getting married.
How long have you guys been together?
For about 2 years only.
What?
So it's came quite early.
You came early. Wow. Thanks for sharing that you came early, but it's fine. But you had 6 months. And then, but interesting enough, so now, because you guys look like you've been together for long, bruh.
Yeah.
Because when I met you were together, and I met you a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago. I think we've been seeing each other since 2022.
COVID.
Nah?
COVID days. 2022 is COVID.
2022 wasn't COVID.
I forgot there were still restrictions.
Yeah, but early 2022, okay. I met her. And then 2024.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the child is almost 4 months ago.
How the parents?
My parents, when they found out, when they found out, my dad was just disappointed. But you know what it is? Growing up, African parents were very destructive when they were angry. But when you have a child, they can't be destructive because it's already happened. It's irreversible.
Oh, it's reversible, dog.
Do you know what I mean?
It's reversible.
It's reversible. You know what I mean, though. In that sense, like it's already happened, so it's not something that they can like be angry about.
Okay, so do you think you have a responsibility to be a good example for the people? Because let me be honest, dog. You're 23. You can still bounce and leave your child, and your girl could be a single mother. You could still do that.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything to get the message out there that you gotta stay, push through, be a father? Because we have some of that. 60% of kids in South Africa are born with only a woman's name on the birth certificate. 60%.
Shout out to my girlfriend, though. My daughter's got my surname.
Oh, nice. What's your surname?
Bukasa.
Yeah, what's her name?
Her name? Alexis.
Alexis Bukasa. Yeah, she's a star.
Yeah, she's a star.
It's a star, dog.
I see that name in lights. But I think for me, it's too early for me to start giving out that type of information. Not because I'm planning on running away, but I feel like fatherhood, it hits you all at once, bro, and you're navigating everything. So I don't think I'm in the position yet to be giving out advice to other people when I'm still learning every single day. Do you know what I mean? And especially like in this phase of it, I'm not really involved because the baby just wants to be with the milk machine.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
So funny they say that is the most difficult time to be a father.
Yeah.
In the beginning, she don't give a fuck about you, dog.
Bro, it's so...
You put your daughter on your chest, she'll be looking for the boob. She's just like...
Bro, yesterday...
Find the
Yesterday we had to shoot like a few campaigns. So obviously when my girlfriend goes in to shoot, I have to stay with her. And then she just starts crying, bro. I'm like, yo, am I not good enough?
Nothing you can do, dog.
Do you know what I mean? And you feel so like, you feel a sense of sadness, but you understand.
She can even smell you, dog. She can even smell that you're not the mom. She can even smell. She's just like.
But I must say that over the last few weeks and over the last month, she's got a lot better. Like we finally took her home to my parents yesterday because she stays obviously with my girlfriend. My girlfriend comes to stay by me for a few days in the week and she goes home on the weekend. So we took her to my parents and she was actually like chilled and actually sitting with people. Because last time she was there, she wouldn't sit with anyone else besides the mom. So she's getting more accustomed to people. Yeah. And it's getting better. I feel like for those men that are starting out in month 1, it gets better. Just believe, bro.
No, man, congrats. Yeah, man, listen, it's 2024, y'all. People are making people pregnant and not keeping the baby. Or not staying. So congrats on everything you're doing, dog. Keep growing, keep pushing.
Shout out.
And yeah, man, I'm sure you get some hate for this, but hey.
It is what it is. Lastly, though, before we go, when's your child coming, brother?
What do you mean I have no child?
When's your child coming?
I can't wait to be a father.
Oh, you can't wait?
Yeah, but... I'm
39, bro. Your child's gonna be 39 years older than you and counting.
Oh wow, you're
younger than you.
You're a mathematician. Wow. Look at you, dog. You should stop influencing, dog. You should get into maths.
Oh my God, guys!
It's you.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bow.